Heyo, what's up? It's the Insane Game Freak here, and I'm here to do an unboxing over a product that I was looking into that I'm relatively interested in. Because the reality is that for a lot of us Switch owners, I think we've gotten to the point now where we've kind of picked our controller of choice. And unfortunately, what that means is that the titular Joy-Cons have, for a lot of people, have gone unused because everybody's been using the Pro controller. And I feel like these things have features, the HD rumble and whatnot. I feel like these controllers don't get enough love, but Nintendo didn't necessarily make a grip that was inherently great for us to use for it. So I went and bought the Nyko version. And part of the other reason is obviously the phone. Because honestly, I think this might actually fit my needs specifically better anyway. Because Nintendo consoles have never had voice chat, at least not in the way that most people tend to want to enjoy voice chat. I've always had to resort to using Google Hangouts or Discord or Skype, but I'm the kind of person where my setup right now is that the monitor that I'm recording this on, which is right in front of you, you won't be able to see it, but it's right here. The monitor I play my games on is also the same monitor that my computer monitor is on, and even though I have a dual screen setup, the main screen is this screen. So usually if I switch it to the game, I can't see anything on my monitor. Therefore, I always have Google Hangouts and Skype and Discord on my phone. And so I'm usually voice chatting through my phone. So I was doing that anyway. So it's not like the Nintendo Online app is such a detriment in that respect because I'm already used to doing it. It doesn't necessarily make it right. I'm just saying I personally am already used to it. So I figured, since the online app requires me to do it anyway, and I'm already naturally doing it for Google Hangouts, even if I don't like this thing, even if I don't like this controller, even if I don't use the Nintendo Online, I can always use this just for my personal gaming needs. So this is the controller. I have the Pro controller over here just as a comparison for size. This is plastic, so it's not the same material. Wow, yeah, this is actually pretty weighty, which is gonna get heavier when I put the phone on it. But so here it is, Nyko. There's a few of the Nyko products I'm looking at, but for right now, this is the one. I think this is the only one that's out that I really cared about getting. I think Spawnway did like an unboxing, actually took the thing apart, a teardown, and the batteries are actually in each of the handles. Hence why it feels heavier than like a normal controller. It actually feels pretty good though. I like the way this feels compared to the original grip, which, just as a comparison, grip, Nintendo's, the one that comes in with the Switch is this one. This one's even larger, I believe. Actually, let's do that. Yeah, this is larger. Which is great. It's also wider, which is what I wanted. Actually, I think it's closer to what the Pro controller is. Yeah, actually, that looks really similar in terms of layout, which is great because I like the Pro controller. It's actually, the Pro controller I probably would say is still weightier, and that's before I put the Joy-Cons on. It also does come with a micro USB, which is for your phone, because it has a USB and a micro USB charging port, which I believe one you can hook up to your phone and the other you use to charge this. I think this is just to charge the actual batteries in here anyway. And then you could also just reuse the damn thing to plug the USB in here and then plug the other thing to your phone. The only thing I don't like about that is that means you're going to have cords dangling, but you're going to have to make compromises somewhere. And apparently I found out Nyko actually has versions of that for the PlayStation 4 and whatnot. Oh, it does do the click. It's not like insanely loud, but this is plastic in comparison to the plastic in comparison to the metal, but it still does clicks. You can still see the lights. And I think the button up here tells you how much charge you have. No, I was fine doing it this way. So I have not a full charge, but a pretty full charge. So out of the box, it has a pretty good charge. I guess you can't turn that off. No, I guess not. Can you? Nope. So if you when you turn it on, there you go. There, that's how much of a charge you have. Yeah, this was a lot better. I think it will never. I don't think it will ever truly beat this because this thing has a bigger. This thing has bigger. I mean, there's just so much you can really do between the Joy-Con and the Pro controller. Because the Pro controller has bigger buttons, the layout is more traditional. I mean, this just makes it a little bit more player friendly. But it doesn't feel bad by any means. This is perfectly fine. It's just, this is overall better, but I wanted a better controller sub. But see, look how this looks a little bit more similar now. So that's pretty good. The other cool thing this thing has is it actually has a compartment, which is the other reason why I wanted it. It has a compartment in the front for your games and your micro SD cards. And the one thing I fucking hate when I'm ever playing like games online with your friends, if you notice it, like they'll switch out a game and they're like, well, you should switch out a game. And that was one of the cool things about digital. You switch out games, you wouldn't have to go to your fucking collection and grab all your games out of your stat because it's on your digital, because they're all digital games on your console. The cool thing about this, because the compartment's right here, I can literally put all my games here. And anytime the guys want to go, oh, let's go play Mario Kart, or let's go play ARMS, instead of me having to go through my stack of games and grabbing it, all I gotta do is open this up and pick it up, which I believe this thing holds about 7. It also holds micro SD cards, so even if you have them save on SD cards, you can put those in here too. So that's cool. I'm gonna try playing Splatoon with this probably for the rest of tonight and tomorrow, just to give you my like full-on impressions after playing with it in a while. And then the other reason why you would want this, which I believe you do somewhere on here, is that the back comes off. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay, I see. The back comes off. So you can put this on your Switch, which I need to figure out the manner in which you do so. There we go. Put this on your Switch, and then you can put your phone on it. So actually, you know what? Let's test it out, because we kind of need to do that anyway, and see how much heavier this thing gets. Obviously, the main reason why I think this is still cool, because even if I don't use it for online voice chat, you know what I'll probably use it for? When I'm checking Twitter and shit. Because the one thing I hate about the voice chat on top of everything else is that Nintendo's online app doesn't have a horizontal view. So every time you well, I guess the home screen doesn't either. I thought, does the home screen not have a vertical view? Really? I mean, not a vertical, horizontal view. That's what I meant to say. Anyways, fuck it. So my phone is a Samsung Galaxy 7. So with the case on, I'm going to leave the case on because, let's be real here, no one wants to take their case off for the sake of, that's kind of heavy. And it does wobble. Let's see. Okay. So, something tells me leaving the case on may not be the most advantageous thing to do. Now, granted, I was holding it like this, but still it came out of there relatively easily. So it might be more designed for you to take your, because it has like this little felt material right here. So I'm thinking this is more for your phone out of the case, which is kind of disappointing. But I guess we'll try it anyway, because right now, so mine's is an OtterBox case. So the first thing I'm going to do is see, maybe all I have to do is take off the rubber casing, see if that helps. If not, I'm going to actually have to take the whole fucking case off just to see if my phone fits in it. Although nowadays, most people have their phones in cases, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. But it's something we need to try anyway, so it's fine, I guess. About here. Still doesn't feel incredibly safe. No, that's more likely gonna fall. Okay, never mind. It's actually way more sturdier than I thought it would be. Jesus. Look at this. Okay, so apparently if I take the case off, it's actually way more stable. Well, not the case, but the rubber part of my OtterBox case. And then the fucking thing becomes a lot more stable. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, and not gonna look at it. Eventually it will fall. I'm pretty sure. Because the phone's rocking in here right now. Yeah, it's almost like I'm asking for it. This is actually still pretty good. Look at this. Wow, I'm surprised. Wow, look at this shit. I'm tipping it over and everything. And for motion controls on Splatoon 2, this is very interesting. Yeah, look at this. And you're not going to be doing all this shit with your controller anyway. So, apparently with OtterBox cases, the only thing you really got to do is take off the rubber casing, which isn't that offensive. And then, now let's take the ultimate test and plug this into my phone and see if I can charge while playing a game. Obviously, I'm not going to be actually playing a game, but, you know, you get the point. How if the charge works. I mean, because the whole point of this thing is also it charges your Joy-Cons. On top of everything else. It's a very multi-purpose grip, and the fact that it's $5 cheaper than, like, the charge grip that Nintendo has, the Nintendo charge grip, that doesn't come with the system, but you have to buy separately, and it does more, and it's $5 cheaper. It's kind of a trip in its own right, so. Let's take this. Now turn this on. Yeah. And now my phone is charging. I just got the vibration. So really what I could do is that even if I'm on Hangouts, I could totally stick like my headphones or my Bluetooth and have the shit coming through my ear and literally be talking here. I probably wouldn't even need a fucking mic because I'm like this close because the shit's in my motherfucking hand. Now, does this shit look ridiculous? Fuck yes it does, but it is convenient. As I said, I may not even use it for Nintendo's app until they add some more functionality to it. But let's say I wanted to serve Twitter. Say if I wanted to just serve Twitter. I could serve Twitter. Sorry, that's whose tweet is that actually? That's I don't know that person. Oh, that was the video game idea guy fucking tweeted him. So I don't know who the guy is personally, but whatever. The point is, my phone's charging. I could be on Twitter. I could be multitasking while voice chatting, literally while playing the game. And because apparently this thing does not drop. Now, obviously, the biggest problem is this: you got a bunch of fucking cords hanging from your console. Fucking isn't great, but you know, you kind of had to make a sacrifice somewhere. So I'm probably gonna try this out like once or twice, a good amount of time, probably within a week, and then I'll probably do like an update for you guys afterwards. But right now, I would highly suggest getting this just for the sake of convenience and future proof. Because let's be real here, the app may not be going away anytime soon. And even if it isn't, let's say you just want to play, you want to fuck around on Twitter while waiting for a match in Splatoon 2 or whatever the fuck, or even in ARMS, and you can do this. I mean, the fact that there is a PS4 version of this clip-on tells me that this is not just a simple for the Nintendo Online app. That's just another thing you can use it for. I think this is just because some people like to play their games like this. It's not that heavy either. It's kind of heavy when I'm holding it in one hand. Yeah, it's heavier than the Pro Controller at this point. If I took the phone off, it probably wouldn't be. But it's heavier because I have a phone on top of this for obvious reasons. But, yeah. So, it is called the Nyko Clip Grip Power. It's $24. It's cheaper than the Charge Grip that they're selling for $30. Has more features. I would totally suggest getting this. But as I said, I'll do a follow-up for it probably in a week or so. Yeah, because see, now I can just check my shit. If I was playing Splatoon right now, I'd be sitting there playing matches, and then every time I'm waiting for a match, I'll just start scrolling down, looking at Twitter and YouTube and shit. I could be playing videos on this bitch. It doesn't even have to be simply for the online app. Because like I said, it's for other consoles too. Although it does feel really shaky in here. But as you guys have seen, apparently this shit doesn't fall out that easily. It may seem shaky, but as you've seen, it's pretty sturdy. And Terminator Juice is shit posting fucking Marina pictures. Team Mayo, by the way. Let's go Mayo boys. Wow, thanks for unfocusing. Yeah, let's go Mayo boys. Pearl all day. Can we get some Pearl fan art out there with some mayonnaise? If we can, it's cool. Just make sure it looks like mayonnaise and nothing else, because, you know, I think Pearl's a little bit too young and underdeveloped for me to be having those kind of pictures. So yeah, anyways, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll leave a link in the description to get this if you want to. And there's a few other Nyko products I'm looking at, but I have to wait until they come out, which I don't think is until like either the middle of this month or next month. So thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna let this go charge because it's already down to 2 bars, and it's probably because it wasn't charged that much beforehand. And we'll see what happens. So see you later, guys. Peace. Life's a game, play to win.